Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to a new 0 Hour game. So today we've got Google against Karro. Google is playing under the name Godfather. He's in the GLA vanilla cyan color. In the north of Cold Territory is the map, and in the south we've got the orange color Karro. Again, we're back with top players, and in this game you could say that these players are at least top 5 probably in the world at the moment. Both very good players. I expected not to see many mistakes, if at all, in this game. Definitely top level players. Just got Google placing a tunnel down next to his barracks, a little bit further away than being close to his arms dealer. We've got a supply going in for him on the right hand side and a tunnel, pretty standard. Also a tunnel in the center, so he's choosing to make like a tunnel kind of in his base and in the middle, rather than this left-hand side. It's going to leave the left-hand side a little bit open. Unfortunately for Karro, his supply there is a little bit too close. Not the perfect supply placement, and here is just close enough to make the perfect supply placement, so those trucks are not going to be moving anywhere anytime soon. But this one is going to be a little bit slowed down with the economy. So we've got Google now established that tunnel in the center. The right hand side tunnel is established too, and his base one, and the worker is running now to this left hand side. He has prepared a terror tech, that looked like, so the terror tech is going to be going in. Was it 3 terrorists? It looked like 3. Might be wrong. It might have been 4, and he is going to the left hand side, which would indicate that it is 4. No power plant in sight, and the terror tech has gone down instantly to the mines on the supply. That sets GLA right back straight away, so that's actually, it only looks like a minor loss, but actually it's quite a big loss because those terrorists were worth 800. Yeah, worth 800, and the technical worth 500, so that's actually quite a big loss early game, when every unit in the early game means everything. So because you've only got a few units on the screen earlier on, it makes a bigger impact than later on. It's got a worker and RPGs being dropped off, but this is very brave by Google. Everything has just been completely shut down from Google so far. By Karro so far. Flamer taking a little bit of damage from the RPG here. You can tell that Karro doesn't have that retaliation mode that we talked about in another game. He doesn't have that switched on, and his flame tank is taking a bit of damage there. It's just kind of parked. Karro not paying attention at all, but Karro does have a flame around the back of the enemy's base here. But the flamer is going to go down, as Google already has the Scorpion rockets available. And the flamer actually going to kill a few workers there. I think it's killed 3 workers, I think, and one's actually left low. Actually 2 left low, and caused a bit of damage to the supply stash itself too. So yeah, everything's going Karro's way so far. Third supply being dropped down for Google, and a little bit of aggression coming out of Karro on this left hand side. Karro's now floating 2.3k, so he's got enough for like a propaganda center, or if he wants to go for an airfield and a helix, he could probably do that pretty soon. Dozer is moving out, so I can only imagine it's going to go and try and make a third supply. You've got to remember that's his last Dozer actually, so he's got to be really careful with that. Flamer has now been taken out, so actually Google getting a little bit back there, get a little bit of his own back by killing a few of the units. We've got a Flamer in the center, it sounds like. Scorpions are going to take it out. We've got plenty of Scorpions out now, all with a Scorpion upgrade, so Karro needs to make a decision. Is he going to go for the propaganda center, or is he going to go for the airfield? As I say that, he's dropped down the propaganda center, so that's the route that he's going down. Let's see how that's going to fare against Google in this case. So one Battlemaster has been picked off, and got a Vet 2 Scorp as a result of that. Another tunnel being dropped down there for Google. He's got another workers in position as well, could be dropping down even another tunnel. I don't like the position of that tunnel. I would like to see it more alongside the garrison rather than right in front of it, because you're going to be blocking the missiles that's going to be firing at the moment. But either way, it's going to still be pretty hard to break through. Got 5 Scorps here. Oh, sorry, 5 Scorps. It's going to push forward. So Karro at the moment is just really contained in his base. He doesn't want to move out anywhere or anything like that. He always likes to spread his units out like we've seen previously. So yeah, Google, the longer Google is on 3 supplies, the more and more he's getting ahead. The Palace is going down now as well, right in front of the arms dealer. Don't know if I like the placement of that. It's a little bit close to the arms dealer. It's like a carpet and artillery, so going to cause some serious damage to all of that. Karro decides to move out through the center, but really smartly Google chooses to attack down the left-hand side. Battlemaster going to go down extremely quick, and now the Scorpions is going to move back. This is going to allow Karro to push through the center, so that one tunnel that was built from the very beginning by Google has now gone down. We've got something in there for Karro, so he has got a little bit of vision. I would imagine it's like an RPG. Karro has now dropped down a barracks, so Black Lotus is out. Probably going to be going for the oil capture, although the oil captures are probably going to be killed pretty quick because there's tunnels by both of the oils, and the oils are already on about 20 or 25% of their HP, so the oils will be going down pretty quick if they are captured by Karro. So Flamer combined with the outposts and the Battlemaster is going to take out that one tunnel that was a little bit out of place, a little bit too far forward. There are quite a few Scorps now, and the quad's starting to be mixed in as well by Google. He's now on a Palace. Something is being captured. The oil is being captured on this right-hand side. That's probably the best one to collect because to capture, because these tunnels here are right by it. The Lotus could be denied. But either way, I think this oil is probably going to be denied pretty fast. Google needs to probably kill that now and fall back because Karro's army is going to come and try and back this up. I would fire the rockets from the Scorps because I don't think these RPGs alone. Actually, he is probably going to be able to get it with the Scorp help as well. He is going to be slowly able to kill that. Karro not interested in trying to save it. Just waiting for the ECM, I think. So the ECM, 6 Battlemasters there and an outpost going to push forward and close down this tunnel. So Google is being pushed back on a few fronts now. Karro has now established a 3rd supply in the center. And a command center is being dropped down as well. Plenty of Battlemasters out now, mixed in with outposts and ECMs. It's going to be pretty deadly for the Scorps and quads. There is a bus mixed in now as well, and Google has managed to get an oil of his own, but he did kill the one of Karro's on the right side. So the game is slowing down a little tiny bit. We've got Karro now expanding to a 4th supply, which is going to really catapult him ahead. He's going to be producing units like there's no tomorrow. I was interested to see, actually, that's on 13.5. That's on 8,300, but did that have less to start with or not? I'm not sure. I was going to see if the perfect supply placement is collecting faster, but I think... It's a bit strange that the perfect supply placement has actually got more. Maybe the supply pile started with a different amount. That's probably what it is. So a big engagement here now. Google has got 2 busters mixed in, along with a 3 Scorp, a few more Scorps, and the quads. But a massive army on the right side for Karro, and Google can't really fight it on both sides. He has to kind of pick one. So Karro could now, if he wants to, push on this right hand side, and he is going to be able to do that. The outpost is going to scout the demo traps that Google has placed down to try and slow Karro down. And the upgrades are now coming out from Karro. So we've got the autoloader upgrade along with the horde bonus nationalism upgrades. It's going to make these super powerful there. You don't really want to be engaging them, even with like buses and stuff. Buses are going to go down super quick. He's also engaged on the right hand side. Google now needs to make a decision. Is he going to like maybe counterattack through the center? There is neutron mines there in the center though. Bus is going to engage here. Quite a few units going down for Karro. Actually, it's about 3, 4, 5, 6. Where the buses are just tearing through the Battlemasters. Second bus does go down. The Battlemasters are retaliating. I think it's better for tank rather than retreating like Karro's trying to do there. You better just fight him because you've lost all of them units anyway. You might as well just fight and just trade off rather than just lose them all, just retreating and kill nothing in return. But in the meantime, Karro has pushed Google right back and cleared him out of this left-hand side. Lotus, where is Lotus? Because he's left the oil. Jarman is now going to pick off that Overlord, I would imagine, and kill that tank hunter. We've got an artillery barrage coming in now. The artillery barrage coming in is going to pick off a black market. There's still 2 more though. They remain. Flamer is going to get taken out, but this push on the left hand side is looking pretty tough for Google to try and hold on to. He's got 2 more tunnels being produced behind this one that's going to go down any minute now. A bit of an engagement here, but it takes so much just for one Battlemaster to be picked off. That Battlemaster is actually going to escape as well. Only just. But all of Google's army is just completely decimated because of that. The buses are still alive. The buses are going to be what's causing the most amount of damage to Karro. So those are the most important things to survive for Google. The rest is just really to tank the damage and just to help the buses. So Google has managed to... is he going to step on the neutral mines? He's taken out the supply trucks, and now taking out the supply, and he's just going to run away in time. So yeah, those neutron mines are not going to work their wonders on the buses. For anyone wondering what neutron mines do, for anyone who may be new to the game or maybe unfamiliar with what they do, so as soon as your bus drives over it, it's basically going to kill the driver inside of the bus, so your bus is going to become useless, and then all the units are going to pop out of it. So the neutron mines will just kill everything inside the bus and leave the shell or the hull ready for the enemy to capture. So buses on the right hand side, one is going to get picked off, and the Flamers and the Battlemaster is going to quickly destroy that. These 2 buses here are going to fight against this garrison though, and clear that out. It's pretty important finishing off that tank hunter because that was providing the massive field of view. But there is a outpost there as well. But you see he's got 10k and he's actually just built a nuke missile as well. So Google needs to go really into survival mode at the moment. Karro was just completely able to just kind of amass an army and just push out when he wanted to. Just GLA had no answer for it. So Jarman is slowly picking off these units. So he's picked off a Emperor Overlord there. But the Emperor Overlord is going to be captured back by Karro, and Karro is going to continue to push forward. The ECM is first to be destroyed. It's right at the front of the army. 4 buses now out, and the bounty upgrade is going to be very important here. It's actually getting Google, it looks like 140 every time a Battlemaster goes down, which I think is the full 20%. Yeah, it is. It's 100. It's 20. He's got the 20% bounty. So every unit that he kills of Karro is giving him free money basically. So this garrison here is actually going to pick off a fair few units, or just maybe just one and one Battlemaster really low. Lotus is chilling out with the army, and that's because he wants to try and reveal the Jarman. Maybe a airfield with 1 MiG would be useful here. But all of the upgrades are now being purchased for Karro. You can see now he's got 3 out of the 4 upgrades for the Battlemaster tanks. The only thing about tank is that just the army is so slow. It's really strong, but the army is so slow. So that's why he really wants the nuke and wants to be getting like the speed upgrade and stuff like that. The ECMs are just going to be completely annihilated by these buses. The buses in Karro's base now, picking off his buildings, and the buses are all going to escape. So there is 4 buses left for Google now. He's now building another bus as well. This is quite similar to a game I recently watched, or recently casted, Scuba versus Google, where Google was the one who was tanking, making all the upgrades, and Scuba was the one with all the buses and stuff. So it's quite a similar game to that, but a completely different map. Anthrax bomb is coming in and going to land right on top of Karro's army. Not going to cause too much damage though, and actually Karro's going back. I would have gone forward because that would have saved the ECM and saved the outpost, but now those outposts and the men inside it are all going to die. He's choosing to go back instead rather than to go forward. I did miss that, but a unit has gone down there, and also 2 units here, one of which was the Emperor Overlord. I think the thing that Karro is missing here, rather than maybe making the nuke, maybe go for a airfield and the napalm mix, because that's what's going to be killing the buses. At the moment, it's the buses he's having a hard time against, and because he's got no air units, he's only got slow ground units. He does have the speed upgrade now, it looks like, though. But yeah, relatively slow in comparison to the buses. He's just being chased. He's just chasing around the map, chasing the buses. So Karro is going to push into the base of Google with the fully upgraded, all 4 upgrades. Rare you see that actually with all the upgrades. These are as powerful as Battle Masters as you can get. They only need one more vet stripe, and they're like super powerful. But yeah, Google wants to really do like hit and run tactics on Karro's base rather than head-on engage this massive army here from Karro. You see the screen shake when the Battle Masters with the autoloader fire. It's really cool effect. The ECM's being a little bit quicker than the... are they quicker? Yeah, they're usually quicker than the Battle Masters, but at the moment they're the same speed because the Battle Masters have got the upgrade. So the buses, I imagine, are going to come out of the sneak attack, but there's a flamer right there, and if the flamer is paying attention, they should be able to flame that straight away, but no, it's not paying attention. I don't think it would have stopped it anyway, but it could have caused a bit of damage. But yeah, base trade situation is coming in now. Who is going to be able to base trade quicker? You never really want to base trade a GLA because the GLA can obviously just make the base nice and easy, whereas the China can get dozer hunted. But let's see what is going to happen. The command center is going down super quick because there's so many buses out with the with all the RPGs inside of it. Barracks is going to go down as well. I can't see any other dozer on the map apart from this right side. There is a dozer on the right side. EMP being dropped at the same time as the carpet. I don't know if that's a little bit premature, was it? That's why you always want to wait till you always want to build a command center on the close edge of a map. So that nuke was a complete waste of money because it has gone down before it has managed to launch. So maybe MiGs would have been a better choice for Karro, but saying that, Karro is still wrecking Google's base. Google has got quite a lot of black markets, so he's still got 4 black markets here. One of Google's final tunnels going down there on the right side. We've got a command center going up for Karro on this right side as well. It's going to need some decent... Whoa. I actually completely missed that, but the mines have taken out loads of the buses there. Actually, I can't see any surviving buses left. The buses have been completely wrecked, so Google is now in a bad situation. I've missed a really key thing there. I'm not sure... Was it the mines that have killed him there? And the mines have killed him there, so the mines have caught him out twice, it looks like. So suddenly Google is in a bad spot. He's gone from a good spot to a bad spot very quickly. So Karro is now clearing out the rest of Google's base, but Google is re-establishing in Karro's old base. Palace and Arms Dealer are being produced. Arms Dealer already complete. Loads of RPGs here from Google. And Jarman has picked off an Emperor Overlord, and the ECM, I think, is going to disable it. It's going to disable it. So at that point, he had a decision. Did he want to just kill the dozer, or did he want to try and go for the ECM first? I think going for the dozer was the best situation because Karro is now only on that command center. Is that right? It's his last building. Karro's got a flamer here, and he's got an army here. But that's his last building. He's got a 58% command center, and that is it. So Google just needs to figure out how to get damage off against that. So the RPGs are moving out, but actually the RPGs are actually going to have pretty good success, I think, because the Battle Masters here have only got ECMs. There's nothing really that they can do against this, and they can try to crush, but as soon as they get out of line with the ECM, they're just going to be completely destroyed. So loads of Karro's armies being destroyed here. Karro does finally crush him, and he kind of had to do that. I feel like he could have used that ECM a little bit better though. And now the quads are going to come in and try and pick off the rest of the Battle Masters, and I think actually they're probably going to have pretty good success. I don't think Karro can defend against this now. He just has a few ECMs and a Battle Master. That's not enough to defend against all these quads. So the quads from Google are just going to be able to take down the command center. Unless with some decent disables here, actually, it's looking like he might actually hold on for a little bit longer. This Battlemaster is getting awfully low, though, and it's actually probably going to go down. And now there is only there's more reinforcements coming, more Battlemasters. All the ECMs are now down. The command center is taking a hell of a lot of damage, probably down to about 20% HP now. Battlemasters are actually taking everything out. So all the quads have gone down, and the final RPG going down. But the command center survives on about, what was that, like 10-15%? You could say something like that. But yeah, Google now making a command center. He's got about 4 quads in there. Yeah, 4 quads now. So this is coming right down to the wire. Google just needs to do a sneak attack, but she's got no vision, so he can't do a sneak attack. He'd be better doing a sneak attack up here, but the supply truck is going to go and see that. Sneak attack and then manage to get in with the quads and cause some damage. Also, the command center with the anthrax bomb could cause quite a bit of damage to these Battlemasters, but actually the Battlemasters are going to come in here and run over this worker, and the flamer's coming in the back as well. This is looking bad for both players. The quads decide to move out. He's going to go and try and finish off the command center, but there are 2 Battlemasters here, and they're going to be able to take out them quads super quick. Remember, they're fully upgraded, so the arms dealer is going down now for Google. Barracks is now being replaced by Google up here. Palace is going down, and the Barracks is going down. I would sell both of these. Get a little bit of money back. These RPGs here are going to try and take out the Battlemaster. Actually, Karro is concentrating over here. I think he thought maybe he'd won the game at that point. But his Battlemaster up there has now gone down. The quads are being chased away by this Battlemaster here. So we've got 3-4 units out for Karro, and 3 units, or 5 if you include, sorry, 6 if you, yeah, 5 if you include these Battlemasters here. Sorry, these RPGs here. But this Vet 3 Battlemaster is having none of it, just going to run over both of them RPGs. And these quads are a little bit stuck now. We've got terrorists, we've got a command center being built for Google. I thought he didn't have enough money for that, but apparently he does, rebuilding a command center. So a bit of a bounty upgrade there. Sorry, a bit of a bounty reward from killing the supply truck. He's got $120 from that. So terrorists are trying to attack the command center. It does take out a Battlemaster, and I don't think that Karro is going to be able to win now, just because he's only got 2 units, or 2 tanks on the field. They've got a Battlemaster and a Flamer. It's really coming down to the last few units, but the Anthrax Bomb alone, Rebel Ambush, Sneak Attack is going to be able to kill that command center. Surely, I can't really see how Karro is going to win this. But Google is wasting some terrorists. That one should go down. The quads are now stealth for Google. Got stealth worker as well, and a sneak attack, and an anthrax bomb. Not sure that was the greatest of anthrax bombs, really, because now that quad's actually really low already. That Battlemaster's really low though, so maybe he can just fight that now, but I think he'll still lose the quad, so I think the Battlemaster will still win, because remember, it's like the most powerful Battlemaster you can get in the entire game. So now, actually, just based on that bit of misplay there from Google, I think he might actually lose this. I always wondered if that's actually causing damage to the command center or not. Command center and barracks now being sold off for Google. Barracks doesn't make it though, it's going to go down. Yeah, because you always hear the sneak attack doing a little bit of damage to something nearby. It's always a bit of a weird bug, and I always wonder, is it actually doing damage or not? That command center still survives though, and I don't think Google will win now. He's on 900 cash, so he could build a few terrorists. If he gets a lucky hit on that flamer, he could potentially still win. But this is looking really, really grim for Google. It literally comes down to these couple of terrorists now, but if that flamer's microed 100% correct, even a direct hit on that flamer might not even kill it, because it's Vet 3. So a terrorist is going to walk across the map. This flamer here from Karro is being microed correctly, so he just needs to turn around now, do a flame wall. And that terrorist should be going down. It's not even going to get anywhere near to cause any damage. So Google is on his last couple of terrorists. He's going to try and get to the command center. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Barracks has been re-established for Google now. Moved it out of place so he doesn't lose it to the flamer. But that is the last chance saloon. There's no other way now. Because that flamer is going to take out that barracks pretty quick, and this Battlemaster here could just defend that, just suicide itself. Because that flamer is now going to take out the barracks. These terrorists, it's going to be really, really close, but I think the barracks are going to go down first. No way can Google win this, so yeah. Really unfortunate for Google. A little bit of misplay, like when he did that sneak attack earlier and wasted all of them units. Yeah, I couldn't see any way Karro could get out of that, but Karro managed to survive, so well played by Karro. Really, really close game, right down to the wire. 113k collected for Google, which is that weird? He was on three or four, was he on 3 supplies or 4 supplies? He was on 3 supplies and oil for probably a bit longer than Karro. But Karro did have the middle and the right hand side supply, but yeah, he collected more. Units destroyed for Karro, 128 versus 82 for Google. So yeah, well played to Karro. Hopefully you enjoyed that, guys, and GG.